Good morning. My name is David Ritchie. I am the Careers Advisor at St John's. And it's about careers advice and guidance that I want to talk to you this morning. I want just to help you understand what careers advice and guidance actually is and how it works at the school. In essence, these are meetings that you will have with myself to look at your post-16 options. So consequently, it seems a good place to start, rather than just talking about advice and guidance in an abstract way, to start by looking at what in fact your post-16 options and choices are. So let's. In essence, these are your choices: to stay at school and study an A-level program or a C-Tech program, to look at school leaver programs or apprenticeship programs that continue your learning and work, or consider studying at a college of further education on a more vocational B-Tech or C-Tech route. The sixth form option is probably the one you might feel most familiar with, but please don't make any assumptions. Sixth form learning is very different to the experience that you've had in Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4. So it is really important that you do your research. Learn what the courses are like. Discover the new courses. But in that research, learn how the teaching works. Learn about the content of the material and learn how all your work is assessed. And also consider, does the sixth form route then take you towards the next steps that you would be most wanting to explore at 18? And then contrast that to further education at college. A new start, perhaps. Also looking at vocational courses, but a huge number of them. But you still must do the same research as if you were looking at a sixth form option. In other words, what are these courses? What's the content of the courses like? How is it taught and how is it assessed? The way colleges work is incredibly different compared to school. The teaching is much more practical. You will be much more practically involved. And your assessment will be more continual, not so much exam-based. So comparing and contrasting these is really important. But the bottom line is, which will suit you best? What will allow you to show you off to best advantage? And then there are school leaver programs, apprenticeships, in other words, where first of all, it's important, crucial in fact, that you are employed, have a job. And from that job, your ongoing training will continue, possibly one day a week at college. But again, you need to do the same research. Explore the nature of the learning programs. What is the company like? What would you be expected to do? But those are, broadly speaking, your three choices: staying at school, thinking about a college, or thinking about an apprenticeship. And within the careers guidance sessions that we can have together, those are what we would explore. Some of you may be sitting there with a clear plan A already in mind. But it is quite likely that most of you sitting there will have not a clear plan A in mind, let alone a plan B. But I'm going to ask all of you to think carefully that during the course of this term and in the next 2 terms, i.e. autumn and spring of year 11, that you not only are able to talk about a really clear plan A that's thoughtfully developed, but also that you've put in place a backup plan, a plan B. But for either of these plans, you need to take things into account So, for example, think about your current performance. Think about how you're getting on in tests and in exams. Think about the way that you enjoy being taught and the way you enjoy learning. Think about how you think you might be better at being assessed and showing off your knowledge. And to some extent, also take into account your career plans. What route through learning will allow you to show yourself off to best advantage and leave open all the options that you want for your future beyond 16, beyond 18. It's all about preparation. So think carefully and research deeply. Think about subjects, courses, assessment, teaching styles. Be open to new ideas, be open to new courses, be open to new ways of learning. But the bottom line is, ultimately, you're trying to demonstrate how good you are. Hopefully, during the summer and into next year, open days will return, so you can actually discover in reality what some of these new options are like. But for now, the careers guidance, next steps guidance, as I prefer to call it, allows us to have conversations about all of these opportunities. But I talked about research. Please don't forget you've got access to Unifrog. Unifrog is just a phenomenally deep tool. It's a full-on library, so make use of it. Explore the career sections, explore the subject sections, explore the school and college sections, explore the apprenticeship sections and the university sections. So much more than is on this page, but just get back into it and keep revisiting it from time to time. It is a great resource. But ultimately, all this research, visits, and thinking is leading to the opportunity that I talked about right at the beginning, which is for us to have a next steps careers guidance session interview, where we will explore all the options. I will challenge you. I will try and discover how well thought through your plans and ideas are. But if you have no ideas and plans, that's fine. We will start from that position. And through the course of the next year and a bit, we will explore all the opportunities and come to conclusions about what you feel would be most appropriate. But the bottom line is, it will be your plan. It will be your next steps. And my role in this is to, if you like, act as a mirror to reflect back to you your thinking, and just to make sure that you have left no stone unturned in terms of thinking about your opportunities and plans. But it is going to be your plan, remember, your plan A and your backup plan. Now, if you want to take advantage of this sooner rather than later, then please take the initiative, talk to your tutor, and your tutor will put you in touch with me, or email me directly, and we can have these meetings sooner, as I said, rather than later. The meetings will take place in the library. That's where my desk is. If you come into the library, you'll remember I'm sitting on the left. Hopefully, maybe at the end of this term or into next year, we'll be back in the careers room, which is just a little bit more private. But I am looking forward to having these meetings with you, to exploring your plan A, to exploring your plan B, or just broadly speaking, to look at all the options with you, and maybe having to do this on more than one occasion. So do your research, be well planned, and I look forward to seeing you in the coming weeks and months and into next year. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.